welcome, Taurus, to your Astro Dice reading for September. I hope you friends are doing great out there. I just want to make a huge shout out for all the new subscribers. Thank you, and welcome, welcome. My gosh, you guys blew up my channel. I love it. Thank you. What a blessing. I really do feel like I'm blessed. So I am Taurus too, just so you know. So let's get in here and see what is going on within this beautiful beginning of the month over here. And not just that, this is Astro Dice. Okay, so this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Just a FYI over here, we do have the new moon in Virgo coming, and we have the full moon, which is going to be a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. So on the 17th and the 18th, depending on where you are within the hemisphere. But yeah, let's get in here, Taurus, and see what's going on with you. Best messages coming out for September. Okay, we have some Scorpion energy coming through with some Plutarian energy. Going to have a beautiful transformation coming in through the 7th house. And remember, we only use one of the 12 houses. So this is the one we're really going to focus on right now, my friends. So let's get in here and see. We have Pluto coming through, which is your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Well, you know, we kind of seen that at the end of the month last month, where we've seen this, pretty much this impact of shifting and taking this kind of quantum shift and rebirth in itself. So now it's saying, get ready for this big transformation, which really did take place at the end of the month, last month. So, okay. Scorpio, this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also sensitive and possessive. So, you know, there's a little bit of secret going on behind the scenes. Things that also could just be secrets of you keeping it to yourself. And let's see what's going on over here in the 7th house. I actually enjoy the 7th house because we can talk about a lot more than just one little area. This is actually the area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic partners, business partners, and or family. So it's about this. The 7th house is about partners, work area, co-workers, things of this nature. Okay, so, and going to use the Akashic cards for the situation. So we see that we're having this big transformation in the 7th house. And the cool thing about the 7th house too is that it actually could have a transformation in almost every area of the 7th house. It literally could be romance, business, and family as it's conjuncting together, right? Think about it. If I get a promotion, right? If I get a promotion, that's going to change my money, and that could help my family, right? Boom, 2 in 1. Maybe you even have new romance coming in. So, you know, I got new romance, and that's, you know, great. And I got a promotion that's going to help me, my kids, you know, however. Wow. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Not caught in the ruins anymore. This right here is literally saying, I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed by anything right now. I don't feel stuck. This is literally a card of saying I'm free. I'm not stuck anymore. Having this transformation says I've freed myself. I've had this phoenix effect, and it really does feel like the phoenix effect more than a butterfly effect. Okay. The phoenix effect is, you know, I've burned myself all the way down to the ground, and I'm coming out as this fresh new baby bird. Butterfly just means I'm transforming, and I'm just putting on some new spots, right? I'm transforming into a butterfly, kind of coming out of a cocoon into a beautiful butterfly. But they definitely do have different kinds of meanings, for sure. The chess game over here, I don't feel, wow. These readings are just off the chart right now. And you got the King of Forces. Didn't we have the King of Forces at the end of the month? Or did we have the King? We had the King of Forces somewhere. Maybe the King of... Okay, maybe the King of Forces was in the chakra reading. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but we had that before. I'm going to tell you right now, though, you know, whether or not you have this beautiful King of Forces, this beautiful King of Forces coming towards you. That's a Taurian card. But I also see it as yourself saying, I am this person of strength. I'm the one that holds all the forces. I have my intuition. I'm in the knowing. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm not going to allow myself into this diversity. Or you could have this beautiful person coming towards you, or you're with that person. Why do I feel like that was the same card that we've already used for the end of the month reading, where that person was coming towards you, and now here they still are? It's literally saying, though, that, you know, I'm holding all of this around me. I'm having no resistance to what it is I truly want. And any problem that I have, I can completely solve. I'm not going to allow myself into this chess game, right? Because I'm not allowing anything to hold me back, keep me in any kind of prison, whether it's in my mind, right? I'm free. I'm free of this chess game. I'm free of all this diversity. And I have this beautiful King of Forces around me who's allowing and showing me the way, who's giving me all this love, who's on, you know, who's comforting, giving me the comfort, whether it's male or female. But it's also yourself in a lot of ways, which is saying I'm giving myself comfort because I'm in the knowing and I have this understanding. This could be the real big starting of a relationship that's removing all the obstacles to success. It's almost like they could be helping you along the way to really, you know, soften the anxieties or frustrations or anything of that nature, just by, you know, using their words, just their energy in itself too. So this definitely can be some kind of assistance, whether it's a love or it's, you know, a partner in business, a family member. But oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I know that's the same card we used. I'd have to go back and go watch it. Definitely feeling like you're nurtured over here. I found the resources that I need, working on myself, feeling the security, feeling reliable, and I'm really transforming into this really nurturing, practical, and supportive energy. And I do feel like you have this person around you. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It doesn't have to be. It could even be a Leo. But it's like you're putting yourself into this energy, but you're allowing this other energy to help, right? Help relax you. It's almost like they're uplifting your energy and uplifting you. Working hard and diligent, staying away from any kinds of problems, pushing yourself towards good investments, really feeling the growth and using that responsibility at the beginning of the month. We do have that new moon in Virgo on the 2nd, so you could say, you know, using that hunter's moon, right, is also a good time to let go and bring in that abundance, that harvest. It's a good time for setting new intentions and new goals as well. And I feel like you're kind of incorporating this energy. But you know, Taurus, it's crazy because I do feel like this is the same energy from the end of the month energy that's coming through, that's saying, I've been working on this energy and I am incorporating this, and it's been cooperating with me. And it feels like the King of I want to say Pentacles, but the King of Forces, which is the same, is definitely cooperating with me and lifting me and compromising with me. Wow. And really been my sage, really been my, you know, really been this helpful, wow, person who could bring in all of this advice. And it does feel like you do have a lot of advice coming around you. It does feel like this person is very honest with you, but it feels like they lead, they help lead in the ways that needs to be led. And this is your own energy 100. Now you have your own energy up there twice, which is slow and steady, because no matter what, the routine that you're bringing in is slow and steady. But the new moon is great though too, because it can bring in, you know, new projects and new progress, right? And really clarifying on working through any kind of problems, because it's that Virgo energy coming through as well. So you might even be getting some new routines in the beginning of the month, really getting organized, and you might feel like this king of forces over here is really helping guide you, making new schedules for you, or maybe you're scheduling yourself if it's a new love and a new, you know, that you're or a new business partner, however it is that you are reorganizing yourself around this, so that, you know, you can be, you know, more productive, more efficient, but also add that person with you. Look, if it's a new love, you're going to have to, right? And you want to go dating and you want those things, you're going to have to be juggling new schedule to add this, maybe add this person in. Let's say maybe they work on Saturdays, right? So now, you know, and you're used to maybe, you know, dating or doing things on Saturday, maybe you have to now incorporate Sunday. You see what I mean? Because they're off on Sunday. So maybe you're used to certain things, and when Taurus gets used to things, oh boy, incorporating something new. I just heard a lot of people like, I have to change a schedule? Oh my God. Oh no, I'm right there with you. I'm like, even right now, I'm like almost getting goosebumps. And it's not the right kind of goosebumps. It's like, oh my God, you're telling me I have to reschedule something? I'm comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but but you know, but then you figure it's new love, so it's going to be easier because you're doing something for yourself, Taurus. And when we really do something that we really, really want, oh man, you know, it's just like the whole house can, you know, float away. You know what I mean? Because it's like when Taurus really wants something, boy, you get moving. Never seen Taurus move so fast, right? Um, but no matter what it is, it's still saying that it's still, you know, it's like a compromise of slow and steady. But there's a lot of productivity going around. But I do feel like in the workforce for yourself, just for a second, I want to just bring that up really fast for the career. It is definitely slow and steady, and I do feel like you will be more productive and become more efficient on that situation. Okay, because I do feel like you're going to kind of make this kind of new routine no matter where it's going. But I do feel in work though, work is picking up, and these new projects that are coming toward you are highly rewarding, no matter what. And you're really putting yourself into this leadership place no matter what, Taurus. Okay, that's what's so interesting about this reading is it's just like this is mind blowing, right? Because this is really, and at the bottom of the deck here, you know, it's the master artesian. That's what you don't see coming. So I'm going to grab that for a second, because that's really where you're going. You're going to master your step on whatever it is in the seventh house. You're going to master it. And that's because you can see the payoff in the long run. You know, it's like a lot of people say Taurus move too slow, they don't know what they're doing. And it's like, no, you're wrong. Because in seriousness, slow and steady wins the race. Because when we can see a payoff, we are going to move a little faster. We will move and shake, right? But we keep that silent to ourselves. Maybe that's where the silence is coming from. Like, shh, we don't tell secrets. Shh, no crosswatchers allowed on this, right? Telling secrets, Victorian secrets. Okay, so a lot of you, it is new love coming in, and you know this. We've got the King of Roses over here. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. But I would say this is a Piscean card. But more than anything, it's also going around and saying, I'm very passionate about the things that I'm really looking at right now and really wanting to express your thoughts clearly. making those negotiations and business dealings, asking for favors from other people, gaining support for your ideas because you're transforming. Everything that you're looking at around you, Taurus, is changing. And you are guided by the angels, and your ancestors are pushing you. Definitely pushing you. Adsum is saying that you are guided with angelic beings around you. Ancestors, higher self, your soul, your guardian angel, spirit guide, universe, however you want to say it. That's what it is. And it's saying you are being guided towards this. This is something that was meant to be. It was just all about getting yourself balanced. Wow. Finding that balance. And it does say right here, guys, you guys could have Libra in your chart, pretty heavy. But it is saying too that, you know what, this is where it is. This is where the balance in the 7th house needed to be. It was like everything in the 7th house had to find this beautiful balance so that you could feel balanced, Taurus, and so that you can actually get what it is you truly deserve and what you're truly looking for. And you do have this beautiful love, which I do believe for a lot of you have already come in the end of the month. And if it hasn't come in yet at the end of the month, here it is now. You've been waiting for it, right? But definitely saying, oh my God, you have fated meeting. What you didn't see coming at the bottom of the deck. You got to be kidding. You had this fated meeting. Oh my gosh, this is. So it was fated to happen. It was definitely fated to happen this way, whether it's a fated meeting of love or a fated meeting for this job, this career, this business partnership. You were destined to meet this person. You guys had a soul contract with this person to meet this person. You know, it's kind of crazy. I want to say something, but it is kind of crazy because I want to say that if I remember the last reading, it was you manifested something that became into like a fated meeting. But you know, it's kind of crazy because it almost feels like with the adsum here, that you were pushed into something that you manifested, but it was already pre-written for you, which this happens a lot. We don't understand sometimes why we think of certain things, but it was because the negotiation contract was there before you were even born to be with this person. So it was kind of like, I'm guided towards this person. So, and then I want this person. I want this love. I want this. And maybe there's something inside you too, Taurus, like, I don't really even know. And that's good. That's good. The more that you were confused about the situation shows that your intuition is going. It shows that it was guided and that it was fated. Because you don't understand. I don't know why I want this. Why do I want this, right? That's because it was already meant. Pretty crazy, but that does happen. That's the way it works. So there's just definitely something about this harmonious and friendly relationship that's coming toward you that's full of love. And you guys are this is definitely a fated meeting, a soul mate. This is a soulmate connection that the ancestors have something, or your higher self, the universe is involved with for sure. There you go. Got a God card coming out with the passion, with the 10 of Cups. Wow. So it's saying through the 10 of Cups, through the passion of this person, you will have the commitment. This commitment is fated. This commitment is what's going to make you happy. This commitment is, you know, definitely where your passion and your impulsiveness is pushing. So you might even feel like maybe there's a little bit of impulsiveness, whether it's coming from you or this other person in the mid-month. Do you feel like they're being a little impulsive? Do you feel like they're really pushing towards this commitment? But, you know, it's crazy because it's something that, you know, it's fated, it's love. Yeah. So definitely, you might feel like it's moving fast, but you got this sexy, charming person that's so unpredictable coming through. And if I just have to say, it's love. For some of you, it's definitely, there's this money thing going on though too. Something that has to do with your job and your career, really getting productive, really going strong over here. So I do feel within the 7th house, there's 2 major points here for you, Taurus. Your job is awesome and really getting out there. And your love, you have this beautiful new love that's coming. And if you were to say, well, I'm already in a relationship, we're not doing all that wonderful together. Well, it's about ready to pick itself back up and really push itself out there because it's meant to happen. You're meant to be with that person no matter what. So you guys will, like, you fix everything. Everything's going to be fixed. Everything is in your favor right now. So you have the willingness to compromise about any kind of situations. You can go ahead and do that. I'm telling you right now, the universe has your back right now, Taurus. Yeah. Definitely keeping some things to yourself, though. I do feel like some of the, maybe you feel a little impulsive as well on the Scorpio, or maybe they're trying to hold it down. There's definitely kind of this energy of keeping kind of to myself. I don't really want to say it's a secret, but with the Scorpio energy, I would say that it's definitely, you could be downplaying a little bit towards, like, yeah, I like you, but I'm not going to 100%, show you everything I got, right? But definitely wanting to take inspired action, but I do feel like you're, either them or you is kind of on the kind of playing it chill, or keeping this to myself. Like, I'm not telling anybody about what's going on. I don't want them to ruin my manifestation. I don't want them to ruin my life. I don't want them to know what's going on within my life. That actually wouldn't surprise me if that's what you're doing. Because we are not always so out there chatty, right, about our stuff. So there's a rebirth again. Gotta be kidding. Of the architect. Now here comes the job again. This is where you're really going to start building the foundations of your job, really planning on what it is you truly want. Now, really, it's almost like in the mid-month, you're really paying attention to this person, to this love, to what it is you're passionate about, who this love is. If it's not love, it's just this passionate project that you're really, really working on, right? And then down here, we're talking about job again. So it's like you went from, this is how I'm connecting, and I'm really connecting in the mid-month, blue, 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 about everything so passionate, everything that I will really want to move towards. And then down here, you're like, I'm taking a rebirth on this. I'm building an empire. I need the teamwork. I'm traveling. Maybe you're traveling for work. But everything is highly profitable. I mean, literally, you can't tell me this isn't profitable. You're having a huge transformation in the things that you're building. And most of you, it is a career. Or either that, or maybe some of you are even building up money to go on a trip, go on a journey, go on a vacation. But whatever it is, it's transforming in your favor. It's something that's making your dreams come true. Oh my goodness. Something you've worked so hard for, that you're determined that you're never going to let this go. And that's why it's literally working in your favor, because you were so determined. You never let this go. There was nothing in yourself, Taurus, that you said, oh, that can't happen. You said, hell no, I've worked so hard for this. It's going to happen. And here it comes, your star. So the architect says that you are putting out the purpose, having the spiritual fortune, having the renewal. I'm just waiting for the wheel of fortune. The journey, you're getting the Fool, the sun against your back, the blessing, the moving forward into this beautiful new book, Taurus, not just a chapter of your life, but a whole new book. A whole new book, a whole new series. This is where everything is turning around for you. Life is an adventure, and your optimism is so beautiful. And I love to see that kind of optimism with Taurus, because we're not always the 100%, optimistic. Because we're very grounded. So a lot of our grounding kind of keeps, a little bit of not really pessimistic. I'm not going to say we're pessimistic people either. It just means that we're so grounded that sometimes we're like, I don't know. I don't know about that. That doesn't make sense. Right? In fact, it's crazy. I just told Virgo the same thing, because they do that as well. That's because we're so grounded to the earth that if it seems like it's, like I told them, rainbow farting unicorns types of scenarios, it's harder for us to get You know what I mean? It has to make sense. So this is saying that I'm actually seeing the blessing. I actually am trusting within the universe, trusting within this faith, because I actually can see everything falling together. But it's almost like you can also feel that energy though, Taurus. Taurus is highly intuitive. People just don't understand how highly intuitive Taurian people are. Um, and you really are going to use that gut feeling. You're really going to cut boundaries against people who say, I don't know what Taurus, and you're like, I don't care, I'm not your mat. So if they're going to use it as a doormat at the end of the month over here, my friends, you're going to tell them, no, goodbye. The door is locked. And definitely clearing out a lot of boundaries, because you're on this new beautiful journey where you're really surrounding yourself with optimism, not wanting, anything right now to be anywhere where it's not in this loving and affectionate area of peace, harmony, romance, good money, faith, right? And you want to be, you're attracting all of these beautiful things within your life right now. You're attracting, dating, making money, material. I mean, you are literally Venus right now and running strong with it. I've done a lot of Taurus readings, and I'd have to say this is probably one of the strongest I've seen in a while. Okay, so overall card for Taurus is the Ace of Wands. You got to be, there it is, new beginning. Urgent, passionate, new beginnings for you, Taurus. Get that. Like, I got nothing else for you. That is it for you, my friends. And if you like this, hit that big old like button. And if you know more Tauruses, bring them our way. Okay. Yeah, before you know it, this whole channel is going to be almost Tauruses. Between them and Libra. Okay, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.